Hey there. Kimme's coming. I think Michael's going to be here tonight.
Okay.
I'm hot.
It's very hot.
Oh, we just went down and did the vibe, and I had long sleeves on. So.
I'm hot. Welcome back. Very hot.
Oh, thank you. I'm not going to say that I don't miss being. Loved it. It was so nice. So nice, too, because my aunt did all the cooking and everything. I absolutely love that.
Yeah. It looked beautiful that when you were on last week.
Oh, right back. I'll check the messages. Oh. Hold on. There we go. Let me know when.
I'm waiting on you to get situated.
Is Michael in yet? Yeah. Sharing something in because I left it hard. I don't want it to come out. My mom made me cookies. My mom made me cookies. Okay. Any questions?
We haven't gone live.
Nope, no questions yet, though. Hey, Michael.
Hi, Kimmy.
I just got home, so you gotta excuse me. All right. Skip, I'm gonna go where we're not gonna mix our voices. So.
Okay.
I gotta close my door. I'm gonna check out any questions. Are you looking too, Kelly, to see if there's any?
Yeah, there's just 2 hellos.
Okay. Oh. All right, I see. I got an email question. I need to get people to start, like, not emailing the website, but they're gonna need to be putting their questions on here, you know. So
I actually paid on Facebook to blast our free reading Mondays.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was up for like 3 days, but it didn't get very much.
You know, I've got a guy that he's been helping us a lot. If you notice, we've got like 1,000 views now with certain things, and like, you have to put a bunch of things like words in the search thing to get that to work.
Yeah, it said there were too many words or something in the Facebook link, and I don't know. So someone says I have the worst luck with guys.
Well, thank you.
I only
Okay.
seem to pick emotionally unavailable men. Any idea when I will meet the right one for a change? Yeah, when you want someone who's emotionally available. That's
so
what I
true.
think.
That makes sense.
I can pull a card for that, I guess. Her birthday is...
I'm sweating my butt off.
Yep.
Yeah, it's boiling today.
Trying to find something close. I'm having a hot flash. Sorry.
I feel like I'm in a sweat lodge.
Bunch of hormones here from coming from me. Okay. As I told everybody in Hawaii, I'm going through menopause. He was cracking up. I go, what? It's the truth. All right, I'm gonna just change real quick.
So, Kristen, I got the card tracker for you, and I'm going to read it. I have the same problem, and that's why I was saying when you want someone who's emotionally available, because I think it's my protection, but we'll see what it says for you. So the card meaning is focus your intent and your passion on one thing rather than being scattered in different directions. Be single-minded in what's truly important in your life and let everything else go. Track the unseen but very real stream of energy to that which you desire. So yeah, this is saying that your energy you're putting out is attracting this type of man. Your native spirit wants you to know that trackers have the ability to be so focused that everything but their goal disappears. What you see around you is the result of what you focus on. When you direct your thoughts toward good, you attract positive experiences and people into your life. But when you focus on what isn't working, you create even more challenging situations. If you aren't pleased with the direction of your life, concentrate on what you desire, not on what you don't want. To develop inner power, focus intently on one thing. Being scattered in a myriad of directions dilutes your strength. Devote your attention to your family, community, career, relationships, hobbies, or anything you're passionate about. Diminish activities that aren't essential to your goals, and it will be just a matter of time before miracles begin to occur. And to work on this, you can write down how much time on average that you spend on different activities during the day. If there's anything non-essential that doesn't feed your soul, find ways to diminish it and focus on what's truly important. I think for you, you're focusing on how emotionally available these guys are. And I think they're in the back of your mind, you're worrying, oh, is my next one going to be like that? Just focus on what you want in a man and be okay with yourself. Anyone want to add to that?
Yeah. I'm going to add to that because I think it's really important for you to hear my voice and know that that energy flows where you direct it. So you just, if Kelly, can you say the question just so I can just give the example?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's not. No, sorry. I was just asking just so I could give the example of what I was going to say. Okay. Sorry.
I have the worst luck with guys. I only seem to pick emotionally unavailable men. Any idea when I will meet the right one for a change? Kristen G.
Okay, Kristen, you just said it. I have the worst luck with guys. I'm taking the same. I pick only, no, change. That's what came to us. It was once had luck with guys. Change it, shift it, and then you will notice that the energy will shift too. That's what I feel. Because I feel like you're carrying it around. You're walking around and remember, energy flows where you direct it. So, like, if you got it and you're afraid that you're gonna pick a guy like that, that's what you're gonna get. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, it's kind of what the time map is saying too. Along with the card that Kelly had, there's nothing relationship wise on here. She needs to be focusing on herself. If she's putting that energy out there, she's attracting the guys that she doesn't want. But it's a good year for you. But I see you're going to be around a lot of people. Success. There's some money, but I also see like healing cards. So you need to take care of yourself, and as you do, you will attract the same kind of energy that you're putting into yourself. You won't get the needy guys anymore.
Makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Michael?
What I would add is to think about how you're spending your time, with adding on what Kelly mentioned of how your energy is a bit focused on all these different things. And when I connect to that energy, it felt as if you're doing too many things. So it's a bit difficult, more challenging to be able to just be still with yourself, know what you want, have that confidence in yourself that you are attracting a healthy romantic partner. And so I get the sense is you need to do some reflecting, either through journaling or just, thinking about it. I feel like journaling would be a little more efficient because it would be able to get out of your head and be able to see it on paper and visually see what's going on and be able to ask yourself, what do I really want? And if if it's truly what you really want is a healthy, romantic relationship, then you got to see what is not supporting that, because I think that your energy is, in all these different directions that's causing it to be very difficult to just really fine tune and focus in this area. If that makes sense.
Yep. That makes sense to me. And I feel like that's really important. And I actually feel like if you want to know what I saw, like with relationship, I saw that there was going to be something. Please don't freak out, because I felt like if you want something permanent, I saw more permanence. I saw April 13th. So there's a date for you. Okay. Any other questions?
Geraldine, will I meet a new person in my love life? I pulled the card Song of the Wild, and I think she's not getting out there enough, because that card means new horizons await you. You're ready to savor the wonders of the world, take some risk, answer the call of the wild, step out of your comfort zone, live passionately, take steps in the direction of freedom, expand beyond your limitations and boundaries. Maybe it's time to take a journey or do something new and exciting. Yeah, don't be so careful. You have to get out to new places if you want someone new to come into your life, someone different. And her native spirit wants her to know she's entering a period of expansion and going beyond her self-imposed limitations. Even if you feel hesitant, this is a time to try something new and do things in a different way. You might even visit far-off lands or wild natural places. Adventure often entails risk, but without it, life can become lackluster and stagnant. There's a vast, new, and wondrous vista just around the corner, but you'll never see it if you don't venture out. So yeah, get yourself out there. You can take a class or plan a trip, something outside of your comfort zone, try a new style, because do the same things that you've always done, but in a new and different way. Go beyond your boundaries, step out of character, spend time in the wilderness. I think you create boundaries. You are used to things a certain way with men, and you don't want to go outside that to find someone. But whoever's waiting for you, I think, is going to be found out of your comfort zone, or they might pull you out of your comfort zone.
That's funny, because I feel that too. And I heard a name. I'm like hearing voices today for sure. And this person that's with you is a male, and he's passed away. He's been passed away for 8 years, 8.5 years. he's telling me that the person that I just keep seeing this name of Justin. I keep hearing Justin. Um, and I feel like you're going to meet this person. And I really don't want you to get stuck on the name, though. I really love how this is what I love about all of you, like Kelly, I love you, and I love Skip because Skip's got the time map. I love Michael. Michael also, he's like Kelly and Michael are both counselor, both involved in counseling, and Michael also, well, and Kelly channel angels. And me, I just talk to people that passed away. I channel guides too, but right now I'm hearing voices. And I want to explain that when Skip gives your time map, that's a big deal because it's giving you the better time for you. Okay. So Skip, when I give this date, you can tell me what comes up because I saw the end of October, beginning of November. And I also see like you're looking at maybe like a phone or something, and you're talking to this person.
She definitely has up in that period involving people that she loves. So that's in November, and see self-satisfaction, some planning. She's definitely moving in the right direction coming up. But yeah, around the same time frame you're talking about, up in November.
Oh my gosh, I love it. See, we're always in sync, aren't we?
I'll add into that. I'm seeing like jeans and like sweaters. So that reminds me of fall time because it's a little chilly out, but it's not freezing to the point where we have to have winter coats and hats and gloves and all of that. But it does feel like that air is getting a little crisper and a little chiller. So I would agree with that November time.
That feels. Ooh, I feel the cold too. Oh, cold's coming sooner.
I'm going to step in real quick if that's okay with everyone. It's like I'm hearing a relative very firmly. She wants to use the word stern, but also with lots of love. Like I'm just seeing lots of hearts, a lot of playing cards. So I don't know if he has something to add in. I'm seeing something about the clubs, black clubs. I'm not sure what that would represent, but
yep, that's coming up in January.
Okay, all right. Lots of open doors. A lot of open doors. It feels, and I'm connecting to that Justin energy. But I agree with Kimme. The name isn't so important. Just be open to new supportive people. And I'm just hearing again and again and again and again and again. It's time to move forward. She calls you a wild woman. It's a relative who I feel like was on your mom's side, goes back way back in generations. I'm feeling like 1800s. I'm seeing, buggies and hearing about the Industrial Revolution and all the related things. Anyway, she says you and her are very much alike, and she comes to you while you do a lot of cleansing, a lot of healing, and especially when you're around water, she's with you. She makes little fluttering noises, she says. So if you're hearing these little fluttering noises, that's probably her. And she sees and wants you to know that there's a lot of interconnection going on. And this fall is very much about laying down roots. I feel like there's a little more to that, but I think that's one of those things that just kind of naturally unfolds. And you'll just be like, I know what's going on and I know where to go, and you'll do it. And she doesn't want you to feel doubtful or scared. Okay.
Right. And for some reason, you need to rest.
Yes.
Because you're tired. I can feel you. Matter of fact, I want to just lay my head down and just sleep for you. And I'm not a sleeper, but it's like, let me get my pillow. Okay, there we go. But I just feel that. I feel like you just need to rest. And maybe like taking some meditation classes would be good. Where is she from, Kelly? Did she say?
Which one was this?
When is she going to meet someone?
Geraldine. No, she did not. Sorry, there's like
Well,
seven
Geraldine
more questions.
Yeah. If you let us know, Geraldine, we can, and if you're in this area, maybe we can direct you. Kelly, I gotta tell you
Sandy Moore.
something.
Yes. Sandy Moore wants you and I to pull a card for her.
Okay, and I got to tell you something, Kelly. On your right, okay, I'm looking at you. On your right side, you have a man. He's standing. He's standing like right next to you. It's like a white figure, like an ascended master. I had to tell you that. I can see him.
Oh, good. I was glad it wasn't the bald, mean guy that's normally around me.
Maybe he's keeping that guy away because it's just, oh, I can see. I don't know if anybody else can see, but I can see really well. So, woo. Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's here. So I pulled a card for Sandy. She has a fresh cycle occurring in her life. It's time for her to wipe the slate clean, release all her old, and start again. No matter what's happened in the past, it doesn't have to repeat in her future. Her native spirit wants her to know that the directions are honored. And it's believed that every direction has an associated spirit that can be called upon. She got Spirit of the East, the keeper of Spirit of the East. And that in the great cycle of life, the East is the place of the rising sun. It's also associated with planting seeds in the springtime, birth, and the waxing moon and new beginnings. Pulling this card means that this is the close of one cycle and the beginning of another. Although it's often difficult to release familiar routines, situations, or relationships when they no longer empower you, your native spirit asks that you not cling to the old, but set sail in new waters. Face your fear and allow yourself to stretch in a new direction. Wonderful opportunities will be born in your life. And to do this, just stand and be still. Breathe and center yourself, then slowly turn in a circle. Close your eyes and feel the energy of each direction. There's a difference in the feeling of each direction. Stand facing the east as the sun rises to sense the unique energy of that direction. Yeah, I think Sandy is coming to a time in her life where she's in transition and she's really not, it's when you put your toe in the water and you're like, ooh, maybe it's too cold. She's not wanting to go forward and release everything from her past. So I would just suggest jump in, dive right in into those new, bright, clear waters. Anyone else?
I've already given Sandy her map, so she's got that info already.
Yeah, I think she just wanted Kimme. She said, I want Kimme and Kelly to pull a card. And then we have Jennifer Martin. If you guys want, she's had a rough last few days with her father-in-law. Is there any guidance or messages concerning this for me? I mean, I would say that everyone's had a rough few weeks. There's something going on in the energy. And yeah, you feel it too. I mean, I went to the vet and got flea medicine and it killed my old dog. So I had that happen. My car, all the electronics in my car freaked out. My house had half of its electricity working. My computer died. And then after I bought the new one, came back to life. So there's a lot going on in the atmosphere that's affecting that. Plus there's a lot of anger being brought to the surface. My neighbors, I've had so much trouble with them threatening me and fighting, and I'm just trying to remain calm. So there's something that's agitating people, and it's making them feel unsettled, and they're bringing all their anger up. And I think it's just time to clear anger. So for Jennifer, I mean, I can pull a card, but I feel like it's just whatever's going on in our atmosphere is really affecting people's emotions and behavior right now. And they're not thinking clearly. They're just acting and reacting. And kind of like everyone's feeling sorry for themselves because there's a lot going on. It's time to move forward and release a lot of things that aren't necessary. And he's probably feeling that. That's what I get.
Yeah, it's getting better. It shows it in September that the relationship is fine. Shows forgiveness. shows them communicating on financial matters. So yeah, at this period of time, it will end for you.
Good. Yeah. I think that's when the planets go back direct, correct? Like we have a Mercury already went back on the 19th, but there's some planets still in retrograde, and I think in September things start to go back. Well, I hate to say normal because it's not been normal for a while, but Skip, did you get Simply May's birthday?
I got her birthday.
Okay.
I need her boyfriend's birthday. I just texted to see if she'll give that to
Okay.
us.
I can pull a card for her. I can't get real specific with names, but I can pull a card and see what comes up for May. And oddly, it's an Ascended Master card, since there's one standing here.
I think there's a few.
So for May, I got the card Find Blessings in Your Current Situation.
Sorry, I don't know what happened, but
it's okay, Kimme. We missed you, though. So yeah, May, I don't know how Jordan feels about you, but you should find blessings in your current situation. And I'm going to read into that just a little bit more for you. Every situation offers opportunities to grow and learn. When we curse a situation, we block its energy flow. Huh? And things fester. They grow worse. In contrast, as you recognize the blessings within your current situation, supportive and healing energy flows toward you. This card comes to you because there's an unrecognized blessing within your current situation. It could be something that you've learned or gained, for example. Recognize the blessing to accelerate the healing and manifestation that's trying to come to you. Instead of worrying, pray and use positive affirmations. Know that everything's in divine and perfect order. The situation's resolving itself perfectly. You heal through the power of gratitude. So this is what I have to say about you and Jordan. I feel that your relationship is a blessing, no matter if it continues in a romantic direction or not. But there's a blessing out of every relationship in our life. And so this card is telling you, don't worry and don't pick at all the things you're not liking with him or what he's not saying to you. Just look for the blessings and the lessons you're learning together.
It definitely shows a relationship between the two of them. I mean, something that has begun, and it shows another around March shows another major improvement. So if they continue on the path they're on, uh, it's fine. There is a chance for pregnancy here, I see. So if that's not something that you want, be careful.
That's good advice, Skip. Yeah, I think they just need to focus on the positive and not worry. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. That it will have, I mean, what we put out there is what comes back to us. So every day, just say a positive affirmation that the relationship's amazing and it's getting better.
Anything, Michael?
Let's see here. Just real quick, I guess just journal and take a step back and breathe. I guess with the journaling, having prompts can help. So, one example could be, what are the strengths of this relationship? And then just write without editing it. And then I'm feeling very strong to add, don't edit. So just write, see what comes out after you have that prompt on paper or on your computer or whatever, and see what comes out. And then do other prompt writings and see how that helps put some organization to your thoughts and feelings. And I also want to add some validation to however you're thinking and feeling is real. So just keep that in mind as well. Okay. Looks like Kimmy's having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, she's got
Hmm.
We have Jamie Van Slambrook. She wanted guidance on her future business, and I don't know, devours. I think that word's spelled wrong. Devours. She's a 7, which is a spiritual seeker on her life path. And let's see. She got energy healing, Merlin. So let's see what it says, Jamie. The situation you've inquired about involves energy healing. You have healing abilities that you can direct through your hands, thoughts, and heart. Send loving energy to elevate and heal the situation. You can clear the energy in a home, office, or vehicle as well. Your experiences with energy healing may be powerful, may be so powerful that you decide to conduct healings as a profession. So take an energy healing course, Reiki, Qigong, pranic healing, healing touch. Your life purpose involves conducting energy healing. Clear the space in your home or office through feng shui, burning sage, or other energy healing methods. Send love to the situation or person and avoid situations, places, or relationships with harsh energy. Everything is healing and will be okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that her future business it has something to do with helping people heal, and that tapping into that and following that, getting some more like in-depth training and putting it into a career she wants. I just wanted to say, May, we didn't skip you. I think we talked about May, right? Simply May.
I think we did miss her. I had to scroll up to find it.
No. We were talking about Jordan. We just got done with her, how their relationship's going to do well.
Oh, maybe it was Sandy's card that was right after May.
Yeah, I did. I pulled the card for Jordan just before this one, and it was, well, now I can't remember which one it was. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, for May and Jordan, I think their relationship, she was just having to do positive affirmations, like really not worry about how he feels about you, May. Just keep putting out that affirmation that the relationship is good and there's blessings in it no matter what comes. It's a life lesson, one way or the other. So yeah, I don't know. I did May. Is anyone else? She gave her birthday as 6/22/1995, but she did not give Jordan's birthday. So I don't think you would have that, Skip.
Yeah. Let's see. I thought she did. Oh, yeah, 12/5/1994.
Wait, that's Jordan. Oh, yeah, Jordan's birthday?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I had Jamie's time map open while we're waiting, and she was specifically asking about finances.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to be careful. mean, though there's not much on here about finances, but it shows problems. So I would be careful with your money. I would be careful on your spending. Any kind of investments you're thinking about doing, and that's for the whole year. But romantically, everything looks good. You've got things going on here, but financially, yeah, you need to be careful. You got anything for Jamie, Michael?
Patience. It's the underlying and overall message, but maybe taking a look through their files and seeing if there's any old debts they need to be focusing on. Because what it feels like that there's some kind of debt. I don't know if I'm here maybe karmic or just loans or whatever it is, mortgage, etc. But I guess since that's partly why they have to be a little careful with finances. I'm seeing a scale and it's just constantly going up and down. So I think there'll be some progress, but I think it's going to be in constant flux. But I don't think there's any need for fear as well. So patience, no fear, and just be practical. Okay. All right.
Asia posed the question, will I get married to Julian? If yes, will the marriage last? Well, personally, I'm not that kind of psychic, but I did pull a card for her, and she got the card persistence. And for me, that it means just to be persistent with her dreams. It says, through persistent action and positive thinking, your dreams are manifesting into form. This is a time for you to stay persistent. Give any discouragement to the angels who will buoy your faith and give you signs of your progress. You're almost there. Keep going. It may help to break large projects into smaller steps so that you'll feel the thrill of accomplishment with each step you take. Persistence pays off. Stick with it. And then it gives additional meanings. And it says, stick to your priorities and promises. Chip away at your dreams and desires with daily action. Stay positive and visualize your dreams as already manifested. Commit to your dreams for the long haul. I think that as long as they work on that, remaining committed to one another and keeping their dreams together as one, yeah, they will eventually be married. And I mean, who's to say if it can last? Maybe Skip can answer that one. But yeah, Asia, you'll need to post your birth date and Julian's, please.
Please, yeah. And you know what? For some reason, I'm having a hard time connecting. So I'm just gonna give a message for Sandy real quick, like she asked, and then
Okay.
I think that's Spirit's way of saying, you guys go for it, And I'm gonna do this for Sandy. So since she was so sweet to ask, it says, I am the source of fantasies and illusions that support self-centeredness and fear. My bonds are broken by looking honestly at repressed desires and feelings. My chains are fragile. They break when exposed to light. I am transformed by a sense of humor and a light-hearted approach to life. My sensuality and creative energy are released when true self and higher purpose are restored. This has everything to do, Sandy, with you moving forward and manifesting that which you need. And I wouldn't be afraid to do that. I would say whenever this comes up, it says, let go of the things that you were once that you held as normal things that, and totally merge into something new. Peace. Thank you.
I love you guys. I'll talk to everybody next week. I'm going to leave it up to everybody here because they're awesome. But if you want to get a reading, please go over to litetheWay.com or you can call 734-854-1514. Bye-bye. Oh, no, so she was wanting, somebody wanted to talk to you.
All right.
Well, Through the Fire asked, will I be in a relationship in September? And I pulled the yes card. So I'm going to go with yes. Let's see what it says, though. It's Ganesh. All the doorways are open for you and the pathway is clear. Any previous obstacles have been removed. Keep a positive mindset about the situation to ensure the best possible outcome. The answer to your question is yes. This is a good time to make a move or change. Your prayers have been heard and are being answered. You have positive support for the situation. Keep the faith. So yeah, if that's what you truly want in your life through the fire, I think you will draw that to you. Anybody else for Through the Fire?
I would need a birthday.
Okay. Through the Fire, would you post your birthday, please?
I will add while she gets that information to Skip, if she chooses to, is the song by Alicia Keys, This Girl's on Fire. I've been listening to that song lately, and it's been very insightful in different ways, and I feel like you're just on fire. I mean, you're just, you say you go through the fire. And I think this relationship that's going to come is going to be lots of passion. And then they're not going to put out the fire, they're going to build the fire. It's important to be patient, but it's also important to take action where you can. But I don't think this is going to be one of those divine intervention kind of things, I feel like, for the most part. I'm hearing about coffee. I'm seeing coffee, smelling coffee, tasting coffee. So I don't know if you like going to coffee shops a lot or maybe just keep coffee in mind.
Angel A, she's in Bahrain. She wants to know if she'll get married. Will it be a love marriage or an arranged marriage? She gave her date of birth as May 15th, 1991. I pulled a card for her and I got teacher. This card is about learning and teaching. You've learned a lot from your experiences and relationships, and now it's time to pass that knowledge along to others. Your current situation is bringing you opportunities for spiritual growth and teaching you some important life lessons. As soon as you understand and accept these lessons, old patterns will drop away and be replaced by wonderful new experiences. Additionally, this person or situation is bringing you important life lessons. Ask yourself, what's the blessing that this situation has brought to me? Your life purpose involves teaching. Forgive a teacher from your past or your urge to teach others. I think for you, Angel, yes, you're going to get married. I was asking my pendulum. It won't answer me if it's arranged, but there will be love there. Whether it's arranged or not, I think it's like this card said, take what you've learned in life and pass that knowledge on. And your current situation is bringing you opportunities for spiritual growth and important life lessons. I think that the person coming into your life is part of your life path, and there will be love there. I personally can't say, I can't get an answer for if it's arranged or not. So, Skip, did you get her date of birth?
Yeah, it's interesting.
We're still one behind.
She has, there's more than one. And then
okay.
you see the end of a relationship coming up. So I'm wondering if the arranged marriage is actually started and then you actually, and it ends. Maybe I think you find maybe your true love instead of that one, because after that everything's awesome. You know, there's plenty of money, there is happiness, but yeah, it shows more than one, and it shows one of them ending. So which one is it? I can't quite tell, but whoever it is, it's very good afterward.
Yeah, she says, I love someone a lot. I feel like that'll be the person she marries.
Well, that's what it's. Yeah, that's probably what it knows. Is that she'll maybe they can convince Dad that the arranged marriage is not the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got anything, Michael?
I keep coming up about tradition. Like I hear the reason that if there would be influence of arranged marriage because of tradition, and there's this desire by people in her life that wants to keep this tradition alive because they believe it's part of their culture and their ancestry, and they want to keep their collective identity continuing. I think through diplomatic conversation and listening to her own heart and explain that to the people around her, I think they'll realize that she can keep tradition in her own way and still carry on their culture.
Yeah, I just heard she's going to be the one to break the chain.
Oh, yeah.
Clear as day, it came into my head. She's the one to break the chain. She gave his birth date, Skip. I don't know if you saw, September 19th, 1993.
Yeah, it's not showing an actual relationship in the next year, but it is showing that she's going to have a very personal fulfillment. So maybe she's going in the right direction. You know, I don't. Yeah, just because it's not in this time frame doesn't mean it's not going to happen. You know, obviously, arrangement stuff needs to be made, so it's probably a little more ahead in the future.
Through the Fire posted his birth date also. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 3/13/95.
He's a 4 life path in the Pythagorean numerology, which is secure. Let me see, I have to look it up. Through the Fire, the 4 life path is the teacher. Don't wait for your ship to come in, swim out to it. I think it's time for you to make things happen. And Skip is the one who does the time map, so he can use your birthday to kind of pinpoint.
Yeah, get together now. If Michael's got anything to add, he can do that while I'm getting ready.
Okay. I've been just doing a lot of deep breathing when I connect to energy. And I just need to say, keep doing your deep breathing. Because I feel like, with what Kelly said with you need to swim out. I can't remember exactly what she said for the car, but it was something about like, don't wait for the sink to the ship to sink. You gotta get off the ship and swim to shore.
I'll help you. Don't wait for your ship to come in. Swim to it.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Well, I did feel like sinking, so maybe it's because you haven't been moving, so you feel like there's no hope. But with what Kelly said, there needs to be action. I feel like Skip will be able to add a little more details, but I hear you gotta see the destination, know the destination, and you'll be able to swim to it. And I feel like it's not like you have to train for a marathon and have all this endurance and swimming. I think you just doing like doggy paddles and just getting there when you get there. But it'll seem quick. It might take time, but I feel like it'll seem quick. to this new expansion. So maybe that's why I kept like I needed to do more deep breathing also, because with more breath, there's more new life in people. So through breath, maybe you'll be able to have the energy to be able to move forward amongst other resources that'll just come to you. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a romantic relationship during this time, but she's got help. She's got help financially. She's got help in her major life issues. She's got a major correction concerning work this year, and a lot of tens, lots of completion, spirituality, possible growth. There's a lot of things going on here, but money won't be a problem. She won't be alone, and her plans are gonna be completed. So you got a good year coming up.
Wow. Asia gave the birthdays. I think we skipped over her. Her and Julian. She wanted to know how compatible they were.
Yeah.
They were getting married, and I just did their Pythagorean numbers, and they both equal 36 on their birthday, and they both are nines, which is the highest spiritual number. Which I found that pretty unique. So possibly, I think she'd ask is if Julian's her twin flame, and I might have to say yes for that. Or at least you're in your soulmate.
Okay.
Go ahead, Michael.
I'm sorry. I don't know why. I have uncontrollable laughter right now. I just keep seeing this fox jumping from head to head of everyone on this call, not just us, but people listening in. And I think when I think of the fox, I think of slyness, but not in a deceitful manner. I think it's a very loving thing. So I think with cunning attitude, there's movement. I'm not sure what the movement's on though. I'm just seeing a bunch of cards. So like playing deck cards. So I don't know if you play cards or Skip had anything else to add, but I'm seeing like you playing like a game of poker with a bunch of people for whatever reason. So maybe that poker game will give you some insights.
Did you do their birthday, Skip? Did I miss something?
I'm almost there.
Oh, okay.
No worries. No worries.
The 9 life path is humanitarian. The positive thinker sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible. I think that they work together to help humanity. It's going to be a great union. I'm anxious to see what your time map shows.
My dog guys are like drooling over here waiting. It's like my housemate's dog's waiting for their treats or food.
I know the look. Yeah. All right. Let's see what she's got coming. Oh, big time. Yeah, definitely relationship. In the current time frame is when things should really pick up. So, I mean, it's definitely there. Use your own intuition. It's showing me also. You are intuitive, so trust yourself in your decisions. And newness coming. November, October, actually. A new job, a new career, but something major changing there. So relationship, yes, and personally for you, yes, too. You've got big things coming up. And shows her losing a job too. So I think that's where the transition is. Yeah, whatever she's doing now will stop, and she'll be doing something new and better. All of them, I think we've got them all.
I think we have everybody. Someone named Red Moon just joined us.
Hello.
But they haven't asked a question. I don't think we missed anyone, did we? You got Angel, you got Julian and Asia. We did May.
Yeah, I think we're complete.
Yeah, Jamie, Jennifer. You did Jennifer and
her
father-in-law. Yeah, everything I think's been covered. Geraldine Clooney, you did. She was 11/27/1970. I don't know. Did you do that one?
1970.
Yeah, 11/27/1970. That was Geraldine. She wanted to know if
way back, yeah.
Yeah, a new person in her life. Yeah. Looks like we are completely caught up.
Well, and we are about at the end of our time also. So we did well. Well, I guess we can get ready to sign off here if anyone's got anything to add for everyone.
I'm good.
Yeah, no, I just pulled a little thought for the day card of Be the Change, and I got it, integrity. As I live my truth, my thoughts, words, and actions are aligned. And I think that we all need to remember that. Go to what's inside of us. Our truth lives in our heart. And let's try to filter all that anger that's coming up right now on earth through the heart first before it comes out of our mouth. It'll save a lot of problems. And everybody stay blessed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank everyone for joining. And we'll be doing this every Monday, 7:15 p.m. or so. And everyone have a great week.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yep, Eastern Time.
Have a good week, everyone.
All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.